What a putrid offering. Don't fight. You have been chosen. Everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
I hate whiskey. Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares. I wonder why I still take these things. Been too long since I've slept in a bed. I used to be an avid reader. The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it. I have business here to attend to. I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again. Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I...
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor, and it would seem...
Work is...
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not... Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth... Mr. Pierce, are you still...
I'm coming!
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin. What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's...
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find where...
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the men...
No. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she...
Saw things.
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. I believe you are right, sir.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case that...
The meaning could be... I think your daughter is sending you a...
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago, and yet a short while after, the painting is linked to this case, can't you?
I think
I'm willing to do anything.
Quiet down. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory paint.
Correct. And the room...
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that where...
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go...
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater. I think I've got a book on a good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy. Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. All I have to do is go to the port. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during the Lost Battalion. Holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't courage.
Almost there. Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Let the police do their work. Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster?
You can't do that.
But it's only a fish.
A fish? You've got no idea. Don't badmouth what you don't know, or you'll pay for it for sure.
Okay, that's enough. The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my...
You can't understand. You're not sailors. Oh, yeah? It's a sign. There's something coming.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy. They're cops. They can't understand.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine. Hey, be careful. Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
I don't have time for all this bravado.
Don't be so high and mighty, sir. We don't like mainland snobs.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of Darkwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time.
But steeped in glory.
What can you tell me about it?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Then, I don't want to...
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it?
Yeah? Well, it wasn't normal. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves...
So they made you feel uncomfortable?
You need to see them for yourself.
Her vision. Was it so...
Way I see it...
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland, then...
I've got what I...
Anything else?
Do you know where this place is?
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang...
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises, screams, that sort of thing.
Screams?
And that's not all. There's the... But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pit.
Oh, yeah? That must have been...
Oh, come on. Because of a little tussle.
Drinking it here is a privilege, and I grant them. Anything else?
I didn't expect to find alcohol. What's the source of...
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like...
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
That'll be all for now.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
I had the wing of the girly boys.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
And
then he said, "You have no right to treat us like this."
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
What did he say?
He laughed.
My God.
You said it.
She will do it again, you know.
What you looking at, stranger?
I've rarely seen a woman who can hold her liquor so confidently.
What gives you the right to judge me?
Ah, it was a compliment.
So what? Let me drink, stranger.
You again.
That'll be all for now.
Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him take...
Do you like our song? That's true.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night.
So...
I had the wing of the girl.
She will do it again, you know.
Oh,
The girl doctor. She won't stop asking.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them. I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat. Broken. This place seems half abandoned. The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor. This blackboard hasn't been used in a long while. Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover. This man and Fitzroy could be twins. What a macabre souvenir.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Your manifests have been blacked out.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some...
I know that Charles Hawkins was descended, and the island's fishing industry.
Indeed. We specialized in whaling. But no whalers went out to sea after...
So where did the Hawkins family get its money?
Well, from what Charles... Although, these dates on the men...
With whom? I'm looking for warehouse...
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. I was looking at your photograph. One of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see...
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a...
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see.
I'm just back from the dead killer whale is unsettled.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are super...
Killer whales don't have many...
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But,
Give it a try.
Have you heard about trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures?
You're talking about mythology.
Ha, indeed.
The police took the decision to put the killer...
You've got to understand them.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer...
You think we should have kept...
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. I found a threatening letter.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay for...
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
The miraculous cat.
Not at all. It's an episode from our Go read the story of the sailor's return to dock. It's displayed on a wall of the...
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Get it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah?
What could have done so much damage?
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad. Don't put that beast back. St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written. There. Hello, old friend. You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and rip...
How can I be the one who defaced your saint? I've just come ashore, you idiots.
That's true.
You bet. You could have gone by...
Do not rile me.
He's right.
We're no match for the moment. We're annoyed.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those... Wait. Now that I think about it, it's got to be them.
Quieter. That's all we need.
What brings you to dark water?
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers.
They're protecting their territory.
They really don't have a choice. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunk.
If only they would kill each other.
That statue represents your local...
What do you mean by...
You wouldn't be looking down at us.
St. Brendan. He protected what until those assholes defaced him.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's what...
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon...
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut...
So we drink.
Is it Cat who's shaking?
Hold on.
Nothing at...
I've taken enough.
We'll see you.
Where do you think you're going?
I thought that the Hawkins case had been...
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of this warehouse?
Who's asking the...
What more can you say about the death?
Not much more than what everyone knows. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at
the whole mansion.
Don't get it into your head to go
What do you mean by...
The only one left there is old Silas. And the accident, he can be unpredictable. Especially if a stranger starts...
Is he a danger to the...
No, he's in his own home. Dude...
No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems with you-know-who.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway. Who's this guy?
No idea. You better keep it shut. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
I went to see the statue of St. Brendan.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done...
The sailors.
Who else, in your opinion?
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site, and we let no one enter.
Cat. She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes?
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes...
Shut up, you dummy! You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile of the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope he had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new...
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
She sounds frightening, your boss.
And she doesn't like to be talked about behind...
What are you guarding?
Listen, bonehead, we already...
I bid you gentlemen farewell.
Shysters, you're crazy!
Cops, they can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Calm down. It's not worth the effort.
I told him, that flunky, that he'll see what a real sailor has in his belly.
If you continue like that, everyone will see what you've got in your belly.
I hope so. I hope they don't forget the lesson. Me? I'm not scared of some girl.
I mean they're going to cut you open, you idiot. Calm down.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory. You want to know more, go...
Good. Thank you. I've seen the kind of messages their boss sent. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings.
I shall take my leave. It looks like there's a way in under this grate. I could use this old winch to lift the grating. This handle will be perfect for the winch.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah?
You again.
That'll be all for now.
She will do it again, you know. The girl doctor.
What? Another break? I told you to beat it. I told you to beat it.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah.
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you. Go die.
I bid you, gentlemen.
Well, well, look who's back.
Did you miss us?
I've taken enough.
We'll see.
They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah. He's gonna get us into trouble.
You didn't tell me that the warehouse I was looking for was right in front of us.
Because its owner is dead. And I don't want to see you hanging. Now, please, leave us to...
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
You're back again. What can I do?
Apparently the bootleggers don't want anyone...
They're part of the private property.
And yet the place looks abandoned.
As a precaution, I suppose. All the way...
You mean that there's a way to go from one to the other by tunnel?
I couldn't tell you if it's still the case today for all the where, but I think I can imagine what you've got in mind. You can always visit them if you're not the claustrophobic type. You're back again. What can
I shall be on my way.
So come...
A ratchet device. Exactly what I need. A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil. Should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch. Looks like everything is in its place. All that's left is to try to turn this handle. Damn, I broke it.
Well, well. A little mouse has got lost on our turf. You're not only inquisitive, you're also stupid. What gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf?
This muddy alley is yours? Good for you. I've got work to do.
I don't think that you've quite understood the situation. I'll tell you how things work around here. I decide who comes in and who stays out. And anyone who doesn't respect my rules, I punish them.
Is your name Cat?
What of it?
Maybe we can come to an understanding.
Maybe. Or maybe not. Get this joker out of here. He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
Oh, I'm getting careless. I didn't see that coming. If I want to get into this warehouse, I'm going to have to deal with her.
Well, did you miss?
I've taken it.
There's something coming. Something real bad.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
What could have done so?
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
You're back again. What can I...
I shall be on my way.
So come back.
What a macabre souvenir.
Hey, Mitchell. A drink for our new friend. I owe you. You don't know how to fight, but at least you've got guts.
Yeah. Aching guts.
Huh. I've got them too. But you don't hear me whining. You didn't back down. Something that so understand by that. If I catch you again, you'll carry a more permanent. Tell me, what brings you to...
I'm fascinated by the history of the whaling station.
Huh. You certainly don't lack style. But enough of the jokes. You reek of private eye. Who did you come for?
The Hawkins family.
Now why doesn't that surprise me? A little advice, though. If you want to survive more than a day in this rat hole, avoid talking about them to the first people.
Is that more dangerous than having a drink with you?
I'm not kidding. The old families, they were here long before, and they'll be here long after we are gone.
The old families?
The descendants of these people truly worship their ancestors.
I need to get into the Hawkins warehouse.
You're out of luck. It's on my...
It's precisely for that reason that I've come to see you.
Are you pulling my leg?
Think it over. I've seen what you're capable of, and you didn't miss me.
I accept the compliment. Well, to be honest, as long as it doesn't interfere with my business, I don't care. But I'll go with you, to make sure you don't stick your nose into things...
Sounds honest to me.
If I do that for you, if I let you onto our turf to conduct your little affair, you'll be indebted to me, and I guarantee that I always collect on... Think about it. I help you, you'll owe...
Do I have a choice?
Oh, we always have one, Detective. Follow me.
Nobody questions your authority here. I was given to believe that Fitzroy stood up to you.
That dope tried to save face in front of his sailors. They revere their brave captain as they do their old statues. But sooner or later, all statues get buried in bird shit. And nobody cares.
And the police? They do nothing to stop you?
The local cops? The cops drink like everyone else, sweetheart. They know where their interests lie. Apart from that pig-headed Bradley. I don't know whether to admire his stubbornness or to have pity on him.
Get it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming.
It's fine. He's with me.
Oh, okay.
Be a gentleman and move that for me. That's how it's done. Do I still need to hold your hand? Or do you think you'll get by on your own now?
Don't overdo it.
Good. In that case, I'll leave you. I've done enough mothering for now.
Ugh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case? Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings? It smells as bad as it looks. Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this? Can't sleep. I know how that feels. Le Petit Parisien. Who might keep a news clipping about Sarah Hawkins? What happened here? What is this picture of Charles and Sarah Hawkins doing here?
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
You seem like a competent officer. We should help each other.
You're trying to manipulate me, Mr. Pierce. I hate to be taken.
All right, Inspector Lestrade. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his...
I'd like...
Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion?
I thought I'd straightened you out, mister. I am disappointed, but we'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do. Well, here we are. Hawkins Mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on them.
You're pretty damn observant, eh? The fire was quickly contained.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Si. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
You won't get me to believe that it looked any...
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably...
Huh. It's really that old?
Come on, let's leave the stories of the dead alone. Let's go up there.
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to...
It's a wise attitude. But apart from...
You're talking about Winchester.
That's right. Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since... Oh, he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age.
A sad old man, doesn't...
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my...
Your partner, Andrews, warned me.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was...
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda, you know, Silas Winchester has been working for the... Charles was like a son to him. So he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see... Is there anything else you want to ask me?
You're the one who looked after...
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just...
That's why you're so keen to find out who...
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been anything else...
Night falls quickly here.
I'll go with you.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
Recently fallen. It's as if all life has abandoned the place. Sturdy and well sharpened. Sturdy and well sharpened. Bradley was right. This place is much older than I am. Someone must really hate Charles Hawkins.
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the hall.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective. Does it?
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was...
Strange idea.
Mrs. Hawkins' father?
Do you know if Charles...
Not to our knowledge. I don't understand.
Is the caretaker still around?
It's surprising indeed.
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial. What kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary? And steal a burnt painting? I don't see Silas doing such a thing. Let alone allowing it. Even that broad baker is above that. Lord, have pity on this poor family.
Someone must really hate Charles Hawkins. The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave. Poor kid. I'll have to find another entrance. This entrance is still in use. Whoa!
You are trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
Whoa! You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
You haven't forgiven yourself. You stay here to honor the memory of the deceased.
That's true. I want no more violence. No more tragedy.
It's painful to be the last one left.
You don't know how right you are. Understood. I'm listening.
The police report describes a domestic accident, but Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
No, I can't let you in. The mansion isn't safe.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked, and I make sure it stays that way.
No one lives in the mansion, and you don't take care of it anymore. If you have a good reason to be here, I'm listening.
There's vermin. I keep an eye out.
Vermin?
Yeah, that's it, vermin.
Right. This is what we're going to do. I go inside, and I promise that I'll hunt vermin. Okay with you?
I'm not sure.
If there's nothing else to fear, you can give me that key.
Right. Take the key and do what you have to do. Go on, then.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
Pierce, now that you finish your fun and games with Silas...
You're right.
What now?
Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you. Follow me. I know the place.